После того, когда человек подвергался заражению соответствующими бактериями, его лечили в тюрьме отряда или нет?
治療します。
А после того, когда он выздоравливал, что с ним происходило?
相当長き1回を置きました後に、また他の実験に供されるのが常であります。
И так делалось до смерти человека?
そういうことになります。
The person being questioned was called Kiyoshi Kawashima, the director of the Bacterial Production Department under Unit 731 of the Japanese Imperial Army during the Second World War. The subjects referred to were human beings: men, women, elders, children, civilian, military. Chinese, Russians, Koreans, and Mongolians were all targeted. And the experiments conducted, well, were of pure evil. Frostbite tests, live dissections, bacteriological experiments, poison gas experiments, human-animal blood exchange experiments. These were but tip of the iceberg. That made Unit 731 one of the most reviled divisions in the Japanese military, and one of the darkest stains on human history. Harbin was an important stronghold of the Japanese during the Second World War. Here, Japan established one of the most anti-human war machines. In August 1932, 11 months after Japan started its invasion of China, an officer of the Japanese Imperial Army arrived in the war-torn Northeast China. His name was Shiro Ishii. Aggressively anti-China and well-versed in biological warfare, Ishii advocated building the Japanese Army's germ research center in the land just conquered. He gave 4 reasons. 1. It's easier to obtain large numbers of non-Japanese human test subjects. 2. In the event of an uncontrollable outbreak, the risk could be offloaded onto the local population. 3. It would facilitate the deployment of biological weapons against China and the Soviet Union. 4. To meet the demands of deployment against the Soviet Union, the experiments needed to be conducted in cold climate. Here are 2 records of Ishii's travels to China. That's Ishii's last name in Chinese characters. By 1933, Ishii's request was granted, and the research center was established in Harbin's Nangang district. And in 1936, it was moved to Harbin's Pingfang district. Unit 731 was born. For nearly a decade after that, countless experiments were conducted here. At least 3,000 people were used for experiments as human guinea pigs. More than 300,000 people in China were killed by the biological weapons. Today, a museum stands where Unit 731 was, exhibiting the evidence of all the atrocities that took place here. So this is what Unit 731 looks like when it finished construction. You see that white building in the middle of it. That's where the main actions took place. The 2 buildings with the green rooftops, one of them hosted male subjects, the other female. I asked my guide if anybody ever got out of there, and she said no. You see that building, it's modeled as if it only has 3 floors, but in fact, it's about 5 floors high as of today's standard. And its interior is built according to, based on German structures. It's entirely impossible for anybody who get locked up in there to get out. Take a guess at what this is for. It's a bone amputation saw. This? It's called the viscera rack. It's for hanging the subject's internal organs.
看護の土間で2人の男が後ろ手に分かれて目隠しされて、そして 座っているとこへ連れて行かれたんです。やがてその司法律の拳銃を抜いて僕の目の前でその二人の男のお腹にパンパンパンパン2発ずつ撃ったんですね。10人の軍医が一人を掴んで別室へ行って手術演習を始まるんです。それでそこでやった手術はもっぱら弾を取るのが主だったんですが、手が空いてる人はみんな切断術やったし、あるいは気管切開も行っておりました。
731部队最为核心的罪行是人体实验。为了加快实施细菌战的进程，731部队用健康活人进行大规模的实验，这完全背离了国际公约，也违反了生命伦理和医学准则，是人类文明史上最为黑暗的一页。那当时他们进行人体实验有很多种，但无论是哪一种，最终都会完成这样的人体实验报告书。被实验者在送进731部队之后，便没有了自己的名字，取而代之的都是人形图左上角这样的数字编号。731部队称这些被实验者为马路大。那马路大是日语的音译，原意为剥了皮的木头原木，那对他们来说是可以随意切割的材料，可见他们根本没有把被实验者当作一个人来看待。
Our guide told us that these colored dots in the drawing were the effects of bacterial infections on human bodies. They even hired professional Japanese artists to draw the subjects on site during the vivisection. Bacteria are things that can't be seen by naked eye. But at Unit 731, it was measured in kilograms. Kiyoshi Kawashima confessed that the division was armed with advanced equipment for cultivating bacteria. Every month, Unit 731 could produce 300 kilograms of plague bacteria, or 500 to 600 kilograms of anthrax bacteria, 800 to 900 kilograms of typhoid or paratyphoid bacteria, or 1,000 kilograms of cholera bacteria. If dispersed scientifically, 3 grams of bacteria could contaminate 8 square kilometers of water sources. In full capacity, Unit 731 was capable of wiping out all humanity. With that kind of firepower, Unit 731 became a crucial piece in Japan's war machine.